Hi Capricorn, happy Sunday. I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Lynn and I channel messages from Spirit. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled, and I pulled 10 cards for a Celtic cross spread. It's just in 2 rows, but it's a Celtic cross spread, okay? So it's a general reading. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make it fit. This is going to be a love reading for singles and couples, okay? Singles and couples. You'll get messages if you're single or if you're in a relationship. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. It could be just any kind of relationship. So just take how it resonates and leave the rest, okay? Always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in case you have messages over there. So your first card that came out is the Temperance card. This card represents your current situation. It's a major arcana card, and it came out reversed. So when a card comes out reversed, extra protection from Spirit, okay? This is a card of imbalance, self-indulgence, excess, clashing, a lack of perspective, recklessness, hastiness. So if you're in a relationship, this card can indicate conflict and clashes caused by an imbalance, excuse me, an imbalance in the relationship. This may be a result of one of you feeling like you care more than the other, or feeling like the love and respect you show for your partner is not reciprocated. There's a lack of harmony in the relationship. And you may find that you're arguing with each other, that you're not willing to listen to each other. You may also find yourselves being outright antagonistic with each other and trying to point score rather than working together to resolve your issues. Spirit's saying try to calm the situation down and find your own inner balance so that you can better cope with the issues that you're facing and make yourself more open to finding solutions. And if you're single, this card reversed can indicate that you're giving too much of yourself too soon to the people you're interested in. This can mean simply that you're trying too hard, or you're coming across as too eager, or it can indicate promiscuity or coming across as completely desperate. So try to be patient if you're looking for love. Don't be hasty or try to force a relationship before you've gotten to know someone properly. Just relax. Try to find your own inner balance and let any new romance develop at its own pace. Okay? And then what's crossing you, or what's challenging you or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating, is the Death card. This is another major arcana. It's Scorpio energy. This card is about spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transitions, a sudden or unexpected upheaval. So if you're in a relationship, the Death card can signify that you or your partner may be holding on to a relationship that's not working, or you may be clinging to old patterns that are stopping your relationship from moving forward. The Death card signifies that things are going to change whether you want them or not. You can either resist the change or embrace it. If your relationship is not going well, this card can indicate that it may be time to walk away. It can indicate divorce, or it can indicate that you and your partner need to make big changes and let go of old patterns or issues to make it work. The old issues the Death card seeks to change can be deep-seated and painful. If that's the case, you may want to consider relationship counseling. The outcome really depends on whether or not you and your partner are both willing to embrace the transformation and really want the relationship to survive because you love each other rather than because you fear not being in the relationship. The changes this card can bring to a relationship can be positive too. It can indicate an unexpected change like a surprise engagement or a pregnancy. You may find these changes overwhelming initially, and if you're single, this card can indicate that you will soon be casting off the old beliefs, issues, or behaviors that are no longer useful to you. Embrace this transformation as it will bring new love into your life. Okay, and then your third card is the Chariot card. Another major arcana, so 3 major arcanas in a row. You have 4 total in your reading, but we'll get to that. So the Chariot card, your foundation message, and it came out reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. So when this card comes out reversed, it's talking about forcefulness or a lack of direction, a lack of self-control, feeling powerless, aggression, coercion, being blocked by obstacles. The overall message of this card reversed is to slow down. If you're in a relationship and things aren't progressing as fast as you would like, you need to have patience and be confident that things will progress in their own time. Forcing things could be disastrous. If you're feeling pressured into moving your relationship to the next level, don't allow yourself to be coerced, okay? If you're feeling pressured, don't let someone do that to you. Take a step back and consider what you are ready for. Be clear with your partner, set boundaries, and if you're single, you may meet someone soon, but the same message applies. Don't rush things. Okay, I would definitely make a note of that. I'm feeling that very strongly about that message. Don't rush things. Enjoy the excitement of a new relationship and take time to get to know your new love interest without piling on the pressure. Sometimes it's better just to go with the flow and let things evolve at their own pace. And then your 4th card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the 3 of Wands, okay? So this card's all about long distance travel, romance, traveling, moving abroad, foresight, forward planning, moving forward, having self-confidence, self-belief. It's a card of freedom, success, being happy with your choices, being happy with your outcome. It's growth. So if you're in a relationship, this card signifies that you're moving forward. It represents success, being happy with your choices, so your relationship should be going well, okay, when this card shows up. And again, moving abroad or traveling to foreign lands, so you and your partner may be traveling or moving abroad together. And it could also represent a long-distance relationship, maybe something to do with your past. You're enjoying, if you're single, this card can indicate that you will be enjoying the freedom of being single, experiencing life and spreading your wings. It could also represent a holiday romance, meeting a new love while traveling, or starting a long-distance relationship. That's exciting. And then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. You have the Ten of Wands. This minor arcana card is about being overburdened, overloaded, having a lot of responsibilities. It's stress, a lack of fun, a lack of spontaneity. This card is telling you to keep going. The end is in sight, being taken for granted, taking on too much. It's resistance, delays, struggles. So in a love reading, this card is giving you a heads up, okay? Because it hasn't happened yet. And if you're in a relationship, this card could indicate that you're overloaded or overburdened by the relationship. You may feel as though your partner takes you for granted. You may be carrying the full weight of the relationship on your shoulders while your partner takes a back seat, and you may feel saddled with all the stress and responsibility of the relationship. This card indicates that the fun and spontaneity has gone out of the relationship and has been replaced by duty and obligation, making every day an uphill struggle. And if you're single, the Ten of Wands can indicate that the fun has gone out of your love life. You may be stressed and overburdened to the point that you don't have time for dating or meeting someone new. And excitement has been replaced by drudgery. If you want love in your life, Capricorn, you need to make time for it, Spirit is saying. Okay? And then your sixth card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. And you have the King of Cups. The outcome that you desire most in your situation, and it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is a male or female in a general reading. Could be you or someone in your life. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally immature. It's usually an emotionally immature male, someone who is overly emotional. Someone who is overwhelmed, anxious, uncaring, unkind, gullible, depressed, cold, repressed, withdrawn, moody, unbalanced. He could represent someone who's controlling, could represent deviance, manipulation, representing an affair with a married man, a cheater. It could represent someone who is ruthless, blocked creativity, a con man. And in the worst negative area, it could represent rape. The King of Cups reversed can represent being overly emotional or too sensitive. It can signify a lack of emotional maturity. It can be a sign that you are lacking backbone, or you're allowing yourself to be too gullible, or putting yourself in a position where others can take advantage of you. You have to be accountable for your own behavior. This card tells you that you need to take responsibility for your emotions and well-being. It can indicate that a lack of emotional balance may be causing you to become overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed. This can also present itself as bitterness and unkind, uncaring, or manipulative behavior. The King of Cups is manipulative, controlling, and in the extreme negative, abusive. He's someone who uses his ability to sense the emotional weaknesses of others as a weapon against them, and will seek to take advantage of vulnerability in others to get his own way or simply for his own amusement. He can be vindictive and spiteful and is not to be trusted. This king reverse can represent an older male who is so overly emotional and sensitive that he has lost the ability to function properly in the world. He may be moody, sulky, unbalanced, and at risk of becoming dependent on the people around him. He could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you're in a relationship, this card reversed is not a great card to get, as it can indicate that you or your partner are becoming emotionally unstable and can cause problems in the relationship. One of you may be going through a tough time emotionally and may not be treating the other with the love and kindness that they deserve. If that's the case, you need to take some time to yourself to get control of your emotions and resolve whatever issues are causing the upheaval. This card can also represent cheating, perverted sexual behavior, or disloyalty, and in the extreme, it can negative, it can be a sign of abuse, rape, or violence. And if that's your situation, Spirit wants you to make sure you seek professional support to get away and create a safe and secure situation for yourself. If you're single, this card is not a great card to get, as it can indicate an affair with a married man. Alternatively, it can represent a potential partner who will be cold, calculating, controlling, or will deceive you. It can also be a warning to be mindful of your personal safety when dating, as it can be an indicator of violence or abuse, and in extreme cases, rape or sexual assault. The man or woman this card represents, because it's a general reading, is a dangerous manipulator with a hidden dark side, so beware. Alternatively, it can indicate that a potential partner will be emotionally immature and become clingy and needy. So remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Do not try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, just leave it for someone else. Again, if you are interested, check your sun, moon, rising signs, because you may have even more messages over there, okay? So your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Seven of Pentacles reversed, okay? Extra protection. So in a love reading, if you're in a relationship, this card could represent a relationship hitting a rough patch. It can signify getting bogged down in drudgery, which they've already mentioned, or a lack of growth within the relationship. You may both need a bit of me time or a break from the norm, as well as time together when it appears. It can be an indicator that one or both of you are not putting enough effort in. You may be too focused on work, finances, or other factors at the moment and not making enough time for each other, which can lead to a loss of connection. And it can also mean that you may be frustrated that the relationship is not progressing as quickly as you want it to and feel like your efforts are going to waste. Whatever the issue is, you need to stop and take stock of what's important in your life and refocus your efforts on bringing that to you. You may need to completely rethink the plans you made together and decide if that's still where you want to be headed towards. If you're single, this card can indicate that you may be overly focused on career or material wealth and are not making time for love to come into your life. Or you may be frustrated that your love life is not progressing in the way you would like. Look at where you're focusing all your efforts. The man or woman of your dreams is probably not just going to knock on your door, so you have to make an effort to get out there and meet people. And at the same time, trying too hard can come off as needy or desperate. Okay? Which they've already mentioned. Make an effort, but don't be overly controlling or pushy. Love needs to be nurtured, but also given the room to breathe and grow, to flow, like they've already said. Okay, Capricorn? Just let it flow. And then don't try to control it, right? Your environment card is the Knight of Cups. This card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. So this is either you or someone in your life or how others see you, male or female. This card could represent receiving a romantic proposal, an offer, an invitation. It represents taking action, following your heart, chivalry, being gentlemanly, gentlemanly behavior, being swept off your feet. It's charm, attraction, dating, affection, warmth. Someone who is gentle, caring, sensitive, artistic, creative, imaginative, psychic, graceful, peace-loving, a negotiator. This Knight is a great card to get in a love reading. If you're single, this card can indicate that you're about to be swept off your feet. If you're single and interested in someone, it tells you to bite the bullet now and ask them out. It's a strong indicator that now is the time to take the suggestion of this card and follow your heart. Go with it. Okay? Again, this is a card of charm, attraction, affection. This is all going to be part of your dating future. Okay? If you're in a relationship, it represents romantic proposals, marriage, or an offer of a deeper commitment. It can also, hang on a second, I have to close my door. My husband is doing some weed whipping outside and it's too loud. Sorry about that. This card could represent a romantic proposal, marriage, or an offer of a deeper commitment. It could also indicate that you or your partner or potential partner are emotional, romantic, caring, and gentle. This is a card of sensitivity, attraction, love, affection. There's definitely good romantic news coming your way when this card shows up in a reading. So make a note of that. Get excited about that, okay? And then your 9th card is your hopes and fears card. What you hope for and fear at the same time. Hope and or fear. This card's about new ideas, new plans, victory, success, having mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs, new beginnings, making the correct decision. It's a card of stimulating people and environments, realizing the truth. It's communication. So in a love reading, if you're in a relationship, this card can indicate that you may be facing a challenge in your relationship. This card tells you that you will get to the truth of the matter and break through the fog that has been clouding your ability to see a situation clearly. And once you have the mental clarity to look at your relationship objectively, you'll be able to make the correct decision with regards to resolving the present issues. This card tells you that clear communication, being honest and speaking up for yourself is crucial. If you want to have the sort of relationship that you deserve, you need to speak up, okay? Communicate clearly, speak your mind. And if you're single, this card may indicate that you might meet someone soon who will connect, who you will connect with on an intellectual level, or with whom you will share a similar mindset or attitude together. You'll find that you can communicate easily with this person. The conversation will flow easily, and you will find their company very stimulating. That's what you hope for. I would think hope and fear. So take however it resonates. And then your last card is the Fool card, Major Arcana. Again, this card talks about freedom, which they mentioned, travel, foolishness, new beginnings, innocence, a lack of commitment, carelessness, spontaneity, adventure. So in a love reading, the Fool in love is exciting and spontaneous, but a little fickle. For those in relationships, this card indicates being so in love, you can hardly contain your excitement. This is your future if all is to remain as is, your future message. However, if the person in your future or you are asking about commitment, this card is linked to a lack of commitment or not being ready for a commitment. It's also a travel card, so it can mean that you'll be going on a romantic trip together with you and your partner soon. The next 3 to 6 months is usually what the future messages go to. And if you're single, it's a very good indicator that an impulsive, carefree romance is on the cards. Prepare for a fun-filled romance, but be careful not to miss true love if it comes your way during this time, okay? Be careful, be ready, be aware, be awake. So that's your reading, Capricorn. I'm sending you lots of love and light. If this reading gave you any guidance or insight, if you could please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'm sending you lots of love, my love stone. Okay? can take healing energy. Be open to receiving any healing energy from this stone. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Take care. Bye, Capricorn. Thank you.